Alright, family, it's your boy Dwayne on Place, you know the name, time, face, place, all that. And today, young Philly wants to return to the UK. Alright, this man has been in Australia for time, and I'm not really sure what's going on with his trial, but we're gonna find out here today. This video is by FILLY. Like, comment, and subscribe to both of us. Let's go.
He's still in Perth, but may not be for much longer.
Are you looking forward to returning home?
British YouTuber and DJ Young Philly hoping to be home for Christmas.
Young Philly has been stuck in Australia for a very long time, and his trial for his case is not until July 20th, 2026. He's expected to last 10 days and be a long procedure itself.
Wait, didn't this thing happen in like 2024, bruv? Like, what's going on?
So he has now put in an application to return to the UK in time for Christmas, at least to spend time with his family and go back to some normality ahead of his trial. And obviously he will return to Australia in time for that trial.
Rape-accused British DJ could be back home in the UK for Christmas under a proposed relaxation of his bail conditions. Young Philly has been forced to stay in Perth for the past 12 months amid several sex assault allegations.
When did Philly ever DJ? Like, why do they keep calling him a DJ when it clearly says rapper there? Rapper and YouTuber. DJ? DJ is a completely different thing, blood. That's like racismo vibes, bro.
The news presenter calling him a DJ shows they're not that familiar with him out there. He's much more of a household name in the UK. Although these are very serious charges, there's nothing in young Philly's past to show that he will go on the run or refuse to come back to Australia and completely make off from the situation. Judging by his past character and what he does, it'll be very hard for him to even go on the run. I expect this probably will be granted. I'm not sure if he wants to come home just for the Christmas and then go back to Australia and be back on bail, because he has to report to the police station as well. Maybe it's just a thing over the festive period and he goes back there next year to fully address this situation.
A Young Philly, the UK rapper and YouTuber, is expected to leave WA where he's been for around a year and return to the UK. Today he made an application to change his bail conditions, where he has been forced to stay in Perth while his rape charges have been pending, while he's been waiting for this trial to go ahead in July next year. He's accused of raping and assaulting a woman here in Perth last September after a gig.
We just have to hope that the universe gives karma to whoever's telling the truth in this situation. There is a female victim that feels like she was taken advantage of. There's young Philly whose life has been ruined already. He spent a year in that country with no outcome of this case. Yeah, but whoever's telling the truth, a court case and a proper trial, which is going to last, like I said, 10 days.
Did they need this long to really build this case? Like, this is crazy. Is there that much going on in Perth?
Find out what actually happened that night, and videos and evidence can be presented.
He is fighting those charges and it will go to trial. He pleaded not guilty to those charges. He is expected to return to court on Friday to provide the exact dates of his travels to the UK and back to Perth, provide those to the court, where a judge will then make the final decision on the application.
It's a very tricky situation. When you release someone on bail in a certain country, then they have conditions to abide to attend to the police station, to not engage or contact the victim. But when they're in another jurisdiction of the UK, obviously young Philly is from here, it's hard to keep the same tabs on them. It's a very serious charge for the victim, but in the same way, giving young Philly a fair chance at a trial to prove his innocence is important as well. And this has taken a large period of his life, years out of his life, and if he is found not guilty at the end of it, then the Australian system is going to look bad too.
I wonder what he's been doing all this time, honestly.
For some reasons, people seem to think that young Philly's in jail right now as well. He's not. He's in Australia on bail, just living a normal life, probably got an apartment out there, while he's waiting to go to trial to face these charges he's up against. And if he returns to the UK, we'll have a decision at the end of this week. We'll see, and he'll probably keep a low profile here and wait until that trial was done, and then maybe return to things if he is found innocent. The thing we have to remember here right now is that once this situation is finally over for young Philly and he goes to court, he has another charge of that situation of a similar thing of raping a tourist in Spain's Magaluf. So straight after, they want to get him extradited from Australia. This guy's going to be passed around from country to country, come back to the UK, go to Australia, face it, and after that trial, they want him in Spain. Even if he's probably found guilty in Australia, he still could get extradited to Spain to face justice there as well. So there is a lot, regardless, that young Philly will be dealing with in the next year. Actually, as I'm making this video, I'm seeing more about the conditions of what will happen. Basically, he's saying he wants to return to the UK and basically go back to his address, and he will return to Western Australia by January 8, 2026. The application was opposed by state prosecutors, provided he meets strict conditions as well, including sharing his travel itinerary, keeping his phone GPS active all times, and surrendering his passport upon return to Australia. The magistrates are set to review this decision and have until September 12th to return a verdict on it. People like to think this is all just going to go away, but he's going to be a very different person after all of this. His mental health is going to be in a different place. Brands, regardless of the outcome of not guilty or guilty, are going to be reluctant to work for him. They're going to see him as a potential threat because of further accusations in the future, anything could come out about him. As sad as it is, young Philly right now, people saying he's finished. The young Philly we knew, I highly doubt could go back to that same brand-friendly image after this. That's why they say a rape allegation is heinous. It ruins your career regardless of how true it is. Just recently, we see Michael Ward, the Top Boy actor. He got accused of a rape charge in the UK, and people are comparing it. But young Philly is in a foreign country right now. He doesn't have his support system. I think someone said that his mother has come out there. A journalist said to him that, "How was your mother?"
Young Philly, disqualified license for 6 months. Did you want to say anything? How's your mum doing? Is she okay? She fly over to Perth to be here? Yes.
So she may have come out there, but he ain't got all his friends, all the people he knows to have his back. And obviously it's completely different dealing with a foreign country and their justice system and trying to navigate it with a lawyer over there. So it's completely different situations. But again, both of them is just the waiting game with the legal proceedings to clear their name. I will keep you guys posted on the channel about both situations. We'll get an update on Friday if he's returning to the UK, and obviously that Spain case at a later date as well, and the trial next year in Australia.
Yeah, man, Philly. Hey, it's quite a tough situation what happened to him. Like, for them to, you know, not try and quickly figure this out and get to the courtroom and just close this case quickly, like, it's bewildering, bro. Because I feel like in a situation like this with these type of allegations, bro, it's kind of like, you know, that this guy could be innocent, but the damage has already been done to his reputation, you know. So to even withhold him and hold him back for even another year, you know what I'm saying, only to figure out if he's innocent 2 years from now. Imagine how much damage has been done, well, not 2 years from now, but from the actual date of when it happened. You know, imagine how much irreversible damage has already been done after 2 years, bro. It's already had time to sink in, and for him to have lost so much before he can start rebuilding. So that's the only thing I don't like about this. I just wish the justice system could be a bit more on point and faster. And yeah, maybe there's still things that need to be sorted out, cool, but I just think to wait this long, it's just not real actual justice, bro. Like, is there that much going on? I know there's a lot going on in the world, but damn, bro, 2 years. I feel like this is something we can sort out in 2 months at least, bro. 2 months, bro. We can't be going to trial a year later or 2 years later. It's just obscene. It's absurd to me. And then they say, oh, justice system, they need a better system if that's how long it's gonna take for a man's innocence to be dangled in the air while he loses everything. I think that's a bit jarring, bro. That's a bit crazy. I don't agree with that. Yes, if he's guilty, sure, he deserves it. But what if he's not guilty? And all this time has passed while people had the notion that he might be guilty, and he's lost all these brand deals, he's lost his livelihood, all these brands are gone. You know, I don't think he'll ever see the success he saw before this happened. So there has to be some sort of due, quick, expedited process they can use in cases that are this sensitive, to just really push them to the forefront quickly, just so that if he is innocent, at least the least damage could have been applied. But now if you're gonna take all this time, it's now too late. Even if he is found innocent, he's lost it all, bro. So that's my take on it. I hope you guys are good out there. Y'all are staying safe. Don't get accused, guys, of these heinous crimes. You know what I'm saying? But it's been your boy Dwayne on Blaze. Like, comment, and subscribe. Love y'all, man.